One thing that we want to talk about with IMX, one of the reasons it's unique and it's different than other pieces of equipment, you can work in all three planes easily. You can create what I like to refer to as flow. When I'm training, one of the things that I want from my clients is I want them to be able to move from one exercise to the next easily, and I want things to fit together like the pieces of a puzzle. The IMX really allows you to flow from one exercise to the next easily and have your workout fit together like a puzzle, like pieces of a puzzle. I want to talk about the three planes. The first plane is the sagittal plane. It's front to back. It's where almost all machines and gyms live. They live in the sagittal plane, front to back. You can see that in life, swinging a golf club, right, hitting a tennis ball, you're not just living front to back. So it's really important that your machine mimic your life, right? So we're going to go front to back. I'll show you front to back exercise, and then I'm going to show you frontal plane, side to side exercise. Okay, so a typical frontal plane exercise might be skating, where you push your leg side to side when you're skating, roller skating, rollerblading, or ice skating. And then the rotational plane, the one that's really forgotten, is the plane that's called the transverse plane, and it's the rotational plane. It's where almost all your power comes from in any type of hitting or throwing sport. So if you are a weekend warrior, if you're an athlete, if you're not working in the rotational plane, you're really making an imbalance that you're going to pay for later on. So let me show you just simply those planes. They're simple, and I'll give you an idea of what they are in terms of exercise. I've got my anchor arm. This is sagittal plane press, standing press. Okay, I'm using my opposite arm. I switch anchor arms. I'm using the other arm now. Sagittal plane press. Another one that everyone's familiar with is sagittal plane row. I've got an anchor arm right here next to my side, and I'm rowing. Again, look at that principle, the arc principle. I'm resisting. I've got my anchor arm switched, and now I'm resisting as I pull back from that opposite arm. Okay, so those are obvious sagittal plane exercises. The unique thing about this machine is while I'm doing a sagittal plane exercise, I'm actually getting force or vectors that turn my hips rotationally. So doing a sagittal exercise, but I'm getting rotational work at the same time. Another exercise that works the frontal plane, right, is a modified version of willow, right? So you're going to go up and over your head. You can see that I'm as if I'm between two plates of glass, and I'm moving side to side. Okay, I'll show you from this side. Two plates of glass, frontal plane. And my favorite thing about this machine, why I use it all the time, is because I can stand and use my torso, my core. People talk about it as a core, but really it's from your shoulders to your knee, your torso, while you're doing an exercise. That's life. If you're on your back and crunching, it may be effective for isolating your abdominal muscles, and there's nothing inherently bad about it. But what happens is you lose the ability to effectively manipulate your environment. When you're on your feet, that's when you need to manipulate your environment. You're taking your garbage can out, it falls, you're able to stop it and put it back upright. That's what you need to do in the gym. You need to stay on your feet to use your torso. So now sagittal, or transverse plane, excuse me, is shown by a simple exercise like this. You can see that I'm moving rotationally. Those are your three planes of motion. This machine incorporates them really well and creates a really nice level of flow.